In this video, we will walk through the process for creating a scheduled report in Advanced Reports. First, we will need to be in an appropriate role to perform this action in Advanced Reporting. Now, we can navigate to Advanced Reporting by going to Reporting, System Reports, and Advanced Reports. Scheduled reports need to be created from a regular report, so we will go to the list of reports to find the report we want to use to create our scheduled report. Once we find the report, we simply right-click on it and we go to Schedule. This will open up the Schedule Reports section, and if there were any other scheduled reports here, we would see them listed here. Now we will go to Create Schedule, and here we will open up the wizard to create a scheduled report. We can see the Schedule Start and the Recurrence section. The Schedule Start, you have two options, immediately or on a specific date. This just turns on when the schedule will begin running, not necessarily when the report will run. We will select our time zone, and then we will need to check the recurrence options. We have two options, Simple and Calendar. Simple, we can just change the duration, and it will use the current time, since we are using immediately, as when the report will run, and it will select that option, so it'll use the date and time for every time it needs to run. In this case, we're going to select Calendar so that we can select a specific time when we want the schedule to run. We want this to run every week, and we're going to have this run on Monday mornings. So we select selected days, select our Monday, and now we need to set the time. We are going to set the time for 9:30. Please note that the time needs to be in 24-hour scheduling, so anything past noon will need to switch to the 24-hour time period. 9 being 9 a.m. Minutes need to be in 15-minute increments, and we are going to set it for 9:30. We have the option to have it end at a specific time. This will turn off the schedule at some point in the future if we choose. In this case, we're just going to let this continue running. Now we can go to Parameters, and here we can select our different filters if we need to change the filters for a specific type of report. And in this case, we will leave those as they are. Then we can go to Output Options, and we can see the file name that the report will generate is called Assignment Report. And then we can select our formats, and it will default to PDF. We are going to unselect that and then select XLSX for an Excel file. We can see our time zone and our output locale, which will select the language that it goes to. The file handling, we are going to leave this on Overwrite Files. It will generate a file and put it into the repository. And in this case, the file will continually overwrite, so we will only have the most recent copy in that folder. The output folder will be the ad hoc folder in the repository. We will leave that as is. We also can see that we have the option to put this in an FTP server. We will not be doing that in this video. Next, we will go to the notifications, and here we will need to put in our email address and our subject and message. Below, we can see that it defaults to have a link sent to us. Instead, we would like to have a copy of the file sent to us, so we need to select the Include Report File as Attachments. And then we are also going to select the Do Not Send Emails for Empty Reports. This will prevent us from receiving reports that are blank. Now we are going to go to the job status notifications. We will put in the email address for whoever should be receiving this, and then we are going to put in our subject. And in this case, we are only going to select the failure notification. This will provide us with an email letting us know if the file failed. It'll provide us with information as to why it failed, and that information can be provided to the support team so that they can better assist you in resolving the issue. We will need to make sure we put in a message, and we are also going to select both the include report job information and the include stack trace. Once we do that, we can click save. We will put in our name of our scheduled report and click save again. Now that we have created that, we can see it listed here. It says who created it, what its state is normally, and then we can see when it's next scheduled to run. Once the schedule report has began running, you will note that the date when it previously ran will be listed here, and when its next run will be listed there. If for some reason you need to disable the schedule report for a time, you can easily uncheck this box. One additional note I would like to point out is that if you need to find any reports that have schedules, you can see that there is an icon that looks like a clock listed in the repository for all reports that have a scheduled report. So you can see this icon here, and that indicates that there's a scheduled report for this report. This concludes the information provided in this video. For more information about related videos, please check the description of this video on YouTube. Thank you.